High Sheriff, Mayor, distinguished guests, my lords and ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be able to welcome you all to the Shri Guru Ruvdas Sabha Community Centre, Bedford, for our commemoration of the centenary of the end of the First World War. Over 100 years ago, men and women from all corners of what is now known as the Commonwealth selflessly risked their lives for a country and continent that they had little or no connection with. They were posted to faraway lands, fighting battles of unimaginable horror and encountering enormous suffering. The British Empire was fortunate to be able to call upon a fighting force of 3 million soldiers and labourers. It constitutes part reflecting all races, creeds and religions that formed the empire. It is only fitting, therefore, that we have come together today in peacetime to commemorate their service on this, the centenary of the end of the First World War, with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles on June 28, 1919. The greater and more prominent recognition, albeit a belated one, of these soldiers' contribution to the war effort is a welcome development. I am especially proud that those gathered here today in peacetime, 100 years later, reflect the same diversity of race, creed and religion that was present in times of war a century ago. It is also fitting that the building that we are gathered in, having been built in 1899, was the drill hall of the 5th Battalion of Bedfordshire Regiment, which itself saw action in Gallipoli alongside other Commonwealth units. You may have noticed the crest of the Yellow Devils, as they were known, at front of the building as you came in this morning. Today, the building is a place of worship for the Ruvdasiya community. The Ruvdasiya community also served in the First World War in Mesopotamia, Sinai and Palestine, in a unit known as the Sikh Pioneers, now the Sikh Light Infantry. You will hear more about the contributions of soldiers of all parts of the Commonwealth from our distinguished speakers today. Today is a day to commemorate the fallen servicemen, servicewomen and Labour Corps who paid the ultimate sacrifice for king and country in a distant land. Soldiers, sailors and airmen who remain where they died. They died for our better futures and freedom, and it is for that reason that we will remember them. It gives me great pleasure to be able to introduce our first speaker, Professor Santanu Das. Professor Das is a professor of modern literature and culture. He has written extensively on literature in times of conflict and is a fellow of All Souls College, Oxford. Professor Das ji.